Hi, I'm Jordan Long here, and today I'm going to talk about, why I don't undo my movies or something. Now, some men and women out there, they like to undo their movies. They think if they make them that way, they think they're going to get more views or whatever to get more watch time. Now, that might happen, and it might happen, and it may not happen. Now, for some point, men and women think, whoa, you got to cut that out. No, you don't. There isn't really any term that tells you to do it. And look, I don't have Microsoft Windows Movie Maker or Apple's Macintosh iMovie or Cyberlink Power Director or Final Cut or Sony Vegas or MakiCam or Arcsoft Video Processor or Arcsoft Webcam Companion. All right. And a lot of these, they don't come with any instructions. Nothing to tell you what does what. So what you end up doing is you end up besmirching your movie just to find out what does what. All right? It'll be like, well, you need to go in, Jordan, and you need to cut out that part where you cleared your throat in it. Yeah. And then I go into it. And then I besmirch my movie because nothing tells you what it does. See? I cleared my throat again. Nothing tells you what it does. You know? And then then you am up. See? I'm clearing my throat again. And I'm sad about that. Why I'm doing, I don't know. So anyway, and nothing tells you what it does. So you end up going snap, and next thing you know, you just cut your movie in half with no way to put your movie back together. Or with no way to bring the other two snap cut pieces back together. It can't be done. So if your intention was to besmirch your movie, then it does what it does. And that's all these programs do. You know, all they do is just besmirch your movie. They don't do anything to help it. You know, I don't care if somebody says, well, I scaled it. I know how to use Microsoft Windows Movie Maker or Apple Macintosh iMovie or Cyberlink Power Director or Sony Vegas or MakiCam or Final Cut or Arcsoft Video Processor or Arcsoft Webcam Companion. Yeah, well, how did you master it? By trial and error, by besmirching movies. And that's how I found out how it works. Yeah, that's the only thing you can do. And I don't do that. Plus, anything you're going to get, the Google Web Store is going to be free. It's going to be a free trial anyway, using it for a free time period. And when that free time's over, then they're going to want you to buy it. And it's going to be like every other shitty one I just mentioned. All right. So let's get back. Then you besmirched your movie. That's all you did. There is no way to make it good. All these programs just besmirch your movie. They don't do anything. All these undoers, all they do is undo all your work, and all they do is besmirch your work. They don't really do anything to make it better. And I don't care, and I know haters out there, they'll claim that, well, if you want me to like your movies or you want more, well, they're only speaking for themselves. In other words, they think if they skilled it, they think you should be able to skill it. Plus, in their head, they think there's some type of law that says everyone has to do that to their movies. But you don't. And I don't do it. So if I was clearing my throat in those parts of the movie, then it's in there. It's daily life. That happens. You know, maybe movie show businesses and four-seer show businesses and wrestling businesses do it, but I don't have to. I'm not trying to sell my stuff. I'm not trying to make Weird Guild for my movies, so it doesn't really matter if they look unorganized or whatever. So it besmirched the movie. What do you mean? It besmirched the movie. I pulled the two scenes apart, and all it did was just ruin it, besmirch it. I can't bring them back together. It's like making a sandwich. Once you cut the sandwich in half, that's it. Even if you crazy glue it or gorilla glue it back into place, it is not the same. All right? You cut it in half, it's besmirched. And I dare any of you men and women out there to tell me that's not the case. Because I used to use Microsoft Windows Movie Maker, and that's all it did was fuck up my movie every time I wanted to cut something out. So I learned not to do that. All right? I used Cyberlink Power Director. It did nothing. It was a piece of shit, and all it did was record. All right? And I used ArcSoft Video Processor and ArcSoft Webcam Companion. They didn't do anything. They were all shit. So don't tell me about how, Sony Vegas is probably shit too. MakiCam is shit. And we all know that Final Cut is shit. As well as ArcSoft Video Processor Webcam Companion being shit. Microsoft's Windows Movie Maker is shit. And so is Apple Macintosh iMovie as well. Always sick of and always ill. These men and women that go, I skilled it. You know how they skilled it? They took a movie they didn't care. They took a movie that they didn't mind besmirching just so they could learn how to use it. That's what they did. Because none of them actually bought it from the store. They didn't buy it from the business that made it. They didn't get any answerability or updates, for it. They didn't get no book that told them told them a book about what does what, So it is what it is. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later.